thrilled that he's one of my very best friends, and he's got a lot to look forward to. His son was a freshman football player at TCU this past year and was drafted in the NFL in the second round. And he's gonna do all right. He's an outstanding football player, and I'm proud of him too.
Excellent.
Kristen, talk about maybe the process of recruiting point guards and how that led to Johnny Moore.
Okay. He said to talk a little bit about recruitment and how point guards in particular. Yes?
That's correct.
Okay. And how that led to Johnny Moore.
What if you had to describe Texas sports, what would you say? Texas sports. Well, I won't give you a chance to answer. Football. Texas is a football state. Consequently, we had football coaches, and you won't believe this, football coaches in the state of Texas, as soon as basketball season is over, get the basketball, take them, let the air out of them, and lock them up. That was basketball in the state of Texas. The UIL would not allow you to have camps. You couldn't bring in student athletes from other schools and bring them to a local gym or a gym somewhere and have basketball camps. It was illegal. You couldn't do it. Consequently, the guards out of Texas, they just got a little taste of basketball. Whereas in the Midwest, they could have camps. They played basketball year round, and they were heads and shoulders at that time. Heads and shoulders more savvy and more skilled at understanding the game of basketball than they were at Texas. And I think we pulled out, 6 really outstanding guards from the Midwest, including Johnny Moore from Altoona, Pennsylvania. Johnny was just 16 when we found him and recruited him.
Anything else, Jason?
If you wanted to go into the process of finding Johnny and driving around in that town, it's a fun story.
He said the story of how you found Johnny and driving around Altoona.
Well, there's not much story to that. You get lost any number of times in many different ways. But I found him, and I got a film on him, which wasn't very good. But what it did show that he had quickness, had speed, and he was developing. And he did. And he had a brother that was 6'4". And I figured, well, and his parents were nice size. I figured that before it was over, Johnny was going to be up 6'1" or 6'2" at least.
How tall is he?
He's about 6'2".
Just about right.
Yeah.
What brought you to the Midwest to begin with for recruitment? Is it just what you were talking about? They were just so much more experienced.
Yeah.
Because they weren't in football states.
There's Indiana, Illinois, Kentucky, and there's four states.
Ohio, maybe.
It could be, but they all had camps. All college coaches could put on camps. High school coaches could put on camps. So you can imagine playing through a summer of playing in games in camps as opposed to in Texas. Couldn't do any of that.
Well, and the coaches got such a good read on who the good players were, right? Like you can invite these kids to your camps and you can check them out.
Well, yeah, it was an advantage for those people up there in recruiting.
Yeah, for sure.
It was. It's not there now, of course. UIL has grown up a little bit, and it's more fair than it used to be, and recognizing the rights of all the sports and all the kids to participate in all the sports.
I need a drink of water.
Well,
Let's take a break.
Thank you.